Hey everybody, it's Scott Steen with winnersandwhiners.com coming to you from the Bob Euchre studio deep in the bowels of the Winners and Whiners Sports and Entertainment Complex to bring you today's Deep-3. As always, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and that's silly because I know you don't forget. So, hey, right now, while you're thinking about it, just go ahead and click it. Just go ahead and click that thumbs up. And I know most of you are probably already subscribers, but I know we pick up some stragglers every once in a while. So for those of you that haven't joined the cool kids, give us that subscribe. Hit that rectangle, and when you hit the rectangle, click that little bell, so that way you get notified every time one of our videos comes up. All right, and of course, most importantly, don't forget to tell us what you're playing. What are you on today? Are you tailing the Deep-3? Are you fading the Deep-3? And what have you come up with on your own? We had some UFC picks. We had some horse race picks. We had all kinds of stuff. Anybody playing some golf this weekend? Anybody got some golf going? And of course, the Huge is also on the table as well. The little NHL, little NBA, and of course, our old friend Major League Baseball. So what are you playing? What have you picked out? Let me know. And if you get them right, you win a shout out. What could be better than that? And by the way, guys, we talked about it a little bit last week. Speaking of captains, I'm going to be doing a handicapping contest, and I thought I had it all set to go. Then I got a call from legal, and they said, "Okay, now have you written all the rules?" And I said, "No, I was just going to give them like a T-shirt and some free stuff over at Winners and Whiners." They said, "Well, you got to write the rules out. What happens if there's a dispute?" And I said, "I'd probably just send somebody another T-shirt." But no, that's not the way it works in today's litigious society. So I'm currently in the process of finishing up the rules. I'll get those out to you guys really soon, and then we'll be doing a contest and see who's the best damn handicapper out there for some pretty cool swag. All right, and so yeah, stay tuned. I swear it's coming. As soon as my dad used to say, as soon as I get through eating this apple, I'm gonna be right on it. And lastly, hey, speaking of the websites, don't forget to check out all the cool stuff over at winnersandwhiners.com and statsalt.com. Deep dives into every game going on in America every single day. All those aforementioned sports, basketball, hockey, baseball. I got deep dives into every single game going on, so check that out, won't you? All right, guys, quick recap of yesterday's action. We had the Washington Philadelphia under, and that one kind of got away from us there. We also had the Golden State Houston under as well, and had a shot at it. They were kind of right about on track. Had a kind of kicked it out there in the fourth quarter, and if that wasn't enough, they went ahead and played overtime just to drive the nail right through our coffin. And in our winner, we did have the Houston Los Angeles Angels over, and that went over. I think that one was over by about the fourth inning. So that was a fine job there as the Houston Astros kind of broke out of their shell and just beat up on bad Texas pitching. And on the premium side, we went 2-1 as we had the Atlanta Braves on the run line. They took care of business once they woke up there in the sixth inning. I had the Texas Rangers first five, and they beat up on a very bad Toronto pitcher. And we also had Golden State plus 3.5. Kind of got unlucky there as we had it capped correctly. It was so correct it ended up being a tie game at the end of regulation, and then Houston kind of put the dagger through our heart there in overtime and ended up covering the numbers. So 1-2 on the Deep-3, 2-1 on the premium side. And I know some of you have been asking in the comment section about putting up the records. I usually try to do it about once a month at the beginning of the month, and I kind of got behind, so I'm just finishing up April. Finished up April for the Deep-3, and I'll have those stats for us on Monday. Spoiler alert: we're running about 55% for the month of April. So there you go, and I'll have the exact numbers on Monday to share. So without further ado, that's quite enough ado out of you, sir. We're going to go on to the major leagues and start with the New York Mets and the Milwaukee Brewers. I think this game just ended, by the way. It's about 5 in the morning. No, it's 18 innings. This is the Milwaukee Brewers walked it off as the Mets scored 1 in the top of the 18th, and the Brewers said that will not stand, and they scored 2 in the bottom of the 18th to win the game. So there we go. Taking a look at the total in this one of 9, Jason Vargas goes for the Mets against Zach Davies for Milwaukee. I like the under. I like the under here, and I can't believe I'm saying Jason Vargas and the under in the same sentence, but JV, he's had 3 straight outings where he's given up just 1 run per start and given up just 9 hits over those 3 starts, covering 14 innings. Zach Davies has had a nice start to his season with an ERA of 1.38. Now, his peripherals indicate he might have been a little bit lucky. He's got a whip of 1.3 and a FIP of 3.92, so there could be a little regression coming. But so far this season, he's given up 2 earned runs or less in every single start. The Mets been a little bit fadey down the stretch here as far as their offense goes. They've averaged just 2.5 runs per game in their last 9. And meanwhile, the Brewers, in their last 5, have scored 5 or less. The Brewers have scored 5 or less in 16 of their last 19 games. Two guys that are pitching pretty well. 2 teams that are scuffling to score runs. I like the Milwaukee New York Mets under 9 right here. And moving on to the NBA, take a look at Toronto at Philadelphia. Philadelphia is laying 2 points. Hey guys, remember Serge Ibaka and Marc Gasol? You say you haven't seen them. You know who else hasn't seen him in a while? Joel Embiid. Even though Embiid's played just an average of 30 minutes per game, he has put this team on his back when he's had to. Neither team has shot very well, but the Sixers have out-rebounded Toronto by 9 boards per game, and they have absolutely dominated the second chance points. I think Philly is feeling it right here. They got the home crowd, and I think they get out to an early lead and take care of business against the Toronto Raptors as they take a 3-1 series lead back to the land of poutine. Give me the Philadelphia 76ers minus the deuce right here. And taking a look at the other NBA game as the Denver Nuggets take on the Portland Trailblazers. Taking a look at the total there of 210. We talked about it before, guys, playing it like the stock market. It is time to buy low on these 2 teams. Both these squads have struggled to shoot the ball in this series. But as you guys know by now, I'm a big believer in regression to the mean. And good shooting teams are good shooting teams, regardless of whether they've been running a little cold or not. The good shooting teams will do what they do. Blazers have played just 2 games this season with a total of 210 or less. Both of those were against an absolutely anemic Memphis offense. Everything else they've played has been over the number of 210. This number is just simply too good to pass up right here. Guys, time to buy low. It is time to corner the orange juice market again, Billy Ray. So let's get down on the Portland Denver over 210, Philadelphia 76ers minus the deuce, and the Milwaukee Brewers New York Mets under 9. The end of these 3 games, you guys can pick up the winning tickets. Join me as we head back to the window. All right, we got a couple of days worth of shout outs to do. Let me get a little lubrication for the pipes. And we'll put this up as well. We always talk about the premium picks. And here is the info on the premium selections. Dun, dun, dun. There's our record. For the last 3 weeks, I'll have that updated here in the next couple days or so. And I'll put the April numbers up there as well. Running pretty good right now on the premium side. So if you want to get the best picks every day, make sure you check out the link right there at the bottom. Check out Scott's Top Plays. That's me, Scott's Premium Picks. And we'll take care of you. It's reasonably priced. You get access to me each and every day, asking personal questions. Well, not personal questions, but one-on-one questions about the games, about handicapping in general, about betting in general, any strategies, money managing, all that good stuff. I'm happy to answer questions. And I do it about 8-9 hours every single day. So there you go. All right. So with that being said, let's move on to shout-outs, man. Like I said, we got 2 days worth. So let's go right here. I'm trying to figure out which way we started. Okay, I think that's okay. So we'll start with the legendary King. He had the Milwaukee Bucks in a live parlay. He had the Atlanta Braves minus 1.5. He had the Detroit Tigers on the money line. All right, I think that's today. All right, so we're just gonna rip through them, guys. I'm not sure the order. I got so many. I got them on 2 different pages. So my apologies if we kind of go out of order here. Sharath Chandar said, "Here's my theory on the Blazers Nugget series. He's going to back Portland every game, the money line, the line, whichever has better value, and I'm confident of getting 4 wins. That's not a bad strategy at all. He's 1-1 so far with some great value. It says, keep up the great work, Scott. Great work, keep it going. I absolutely were, Sharath. And my apologies, of course, in advance if I did not pronounce your name correctly. But thanks very much for sharing your theory. I love that. Is exactly the kind of deep dive under the hood stuff I like to see. I would like to see the thought process that goes on as well. I'm a serious geek when it comes to betting, and I want to know everybody's strategy. So thanks, strategy. Leland's gone and you can't come on. It's tragedy. Sorry. All right. Barry Gibb lives. So yeah, thanks very much, Sharath, for sharing there. Borno, he had the Phillies and the Braves on a parlay. I hope that was from yesterday because that did not come to. I think Washington actually ended up winning that game. So hopefully that was yesterday, Borno. Jason M. had the Denver team total over 105.5. Hammered Hank had Kyle Hendricks. Oh yeah, he just pitched an 81-pitch complete game clinic. Absolutely, I watched that game, dude. That was incredible. He was at 62 through 7, and I was texting with a buddy of mine because we was talking about Luke Hochevar's somewhat non-illustrious Royals career. The highlight of that career was an 80-pitch complete game that he threw when he was still a starter before he moved to the pen. So we always compared against that, and that's the closest I've seen to that in a long time. So yeah, that was an absolutely dominating performance. And they said that his best performance before that had been an 8-inning complete game with 96 pitches. So talk about your one-off there. Yeah, that was a nice job by the Cubs. Nice job by the Cubs today, by the way. Also, Hammered Hank, I know you got that. I know you got that Cubs blue blood that runs through your veins there, brother. Raphael G had the Dodgers on the money line. Cody had the Arizona first 5 -0.5. Yep, he had the New York Yankees Minnesota over 7.5, and he played the premium as usual. Very good. We've had a pretty good 3 days here on the premium. In fact, we went to 2-0, 2-1. So we're 6-2 last 3 days on the premium side. So yeah, we're cashing some tickets over there, guys. We're doing our thing. The Legion of Picks. He had the Blazers on the money line. He had the Cubs money line, and he had the Brewers on the money line. Kent P. He said he had the White Sox on the money line. He said it worked out well last night, and I got a fade Sale today. And then an update. It looks like Sale finally had a good game. The bastard. Yeah, you had to know, dude. I mean, I'm with you because we faded him too a lot, but you had to know one was coming because that's you kind of make those plays and you go, well, one of these times I'm going to get burned, and but you just keep. It's like shooting craps, You keep throwing dice. 7's coming, but you're going to try to rack up those hards and 6s and 8s while the getting's good. The astute Aardvark, he had Cleveland first 5 -0.5, and I don't know how that did. Oh, that's what he had the question about it. Sorry, I should have kept reading. He wanted to know how is this positive value. I don't know, but thanks. Yeah, dude. On paper, that looked like a serious overlay. I thought that I thought you should be laying a little wood there, and it all has to do with that half run. Anytime you're laying that half, you're giving up a lot, especially in the first 5. So that's what they do. And I know I checked that bet. Cleveland did not do well in the first 5. So the astute Aardvark also had Detroit first 5 over 4.5 at 110. And they said the other day, if I had a cool dance, I could get 1 million views in 44 minutes because we talked about Justin Bieber killing the 1 million views. Yeah, man, the days of me having a cool dance are probably over. When I had a cool dance? When I was drinking. Man, I was always the coolest dancer. I mean, I haven't stopped drinking. I'm not like I don't drink, but I used to hit it pretty hard. I used to go out and you see me and you know I'm dancing. You know there had to be alcohol involved. Enough said. Mr. Gut Feeling, my favorite. He don't even hide it. He said the Cubbies at home plus 115 on the money line. That is his gut feeling of the day, and that was a fine gut feeling as Kyle Hendricks stepped up big time, as we've previously discussed. Miguel down there in NOLA, he had the Detroit team total over 4.5 the first far. Detroit game over 4.5 the first 5. The Brewers on the money line. Had the Giants money line. Said value. Yes, absolutely. Had the Diamondbacks and rock me like the Hurricanes as they took care of my Islanders. Yes, they did. Mikey B had the Bucks. He had Dallas plus 1.5. He had Portland in a push. And nice job buying that down, brother, because the rest of us had it at 4, and we all got Scrooge'd. So well done there with the tees. And he had Dallas under 5. Todd M. Todd M. speaks for a lot of us. He says baseball is humbling as hell. No matter how hard you work, you can get ripped. The Mets and the Reds pissed me off today. They scored 2 runs in 2 games in 18 innings. Yeah, no shit. It took Toronto all of 3 games in Anaheim with fairly good matchups, and they lose all 3. I agree, dude. Thanks, Toronto, in the NBA for scoring 13 fourth-quarter points to cost me the over. Well, we were kind of on the other side of that, so yeah, that's kind of a binary choice there, brother. I'm sorry it didn't work out for you, but you know what? We'll take the right side of one of those once in a while. Screw Toronto teams. It's north of the border, man. They're Canadian. Come on, they're nice guys, but come on now. They're gonna hose you, dude. They're gonna hose you there. We got you a bunch of hosers. So lucky I went to bed and I woke up to find my dog. The White Sox won on a 3-run dinger. Yeah, they walked it off with a 3-run shot there in the bottom of the 9th, even bottom of the 10th. And they also gave me the over 9. All right, so there's a double. Yeah, see, the gambling gods giveth, and the gambling gods taketh away. Washington deserved after they were raped and robbed. No. It's still, at the end of the day, brother, it's still just a game. They might have got screwed a little bit, but yeah, we'll watch the controversial verbs there. I faded Toronto and the Mets, rolled with Miami, and yeah, the Denver over in the NBA. Ninja 13, he took the Hurricanes as well. Miguel had the money line, had the Brewers, the Reds, the Dodgers, and the Royals over 9. Oh, absolutely. John Boy. Congrats to my daughter on her accomplishment. Yeah, a couple of you guys said that, and I appreciate it. And I gave all the credit in the world to my wife for raising a fine young lady. Actually, I have 3 fine young ladies that my wife was very, very helpful in raising, because I didn't know nothing about no girl childs. No, that was not my deal at all. I was an only child, no brothers, no sisters, and little girls. That was weird. So. Excuse me, hats off to my wife for doing that. The astute Aardvark said, I'm hoping for a fast quarter time. Yeah, absolutely, dude. I ended up playing the under 23, and it came in at, 23-32? Right in the 23, right in the 23, excuse me, 22-32, right in that range. And yeah, gas out the sprinters. No, dude, he went wire to wire. Yeah, and bring on the year of the closer. Yeah, not so much. Yeah, we all discovered that we know absolutely shit about horse racing today. I did have the 7-horse rather. I was this close to breaking even. That's about what that would have paid me, but that was not to be. That was crazy. Kyle Z, he had the under 5 in the Minnesota Yankees first inning. Oh, under a half. Sorry. Yeah. So okay. In the Minnesota Yankees first inning, he had the Twins on the money line, had the Braves, the Astros money line, the Diamondbacks money line, and those Dodgers. Jay Yee, he agreed with me on Windows 10. It sucks. Yes, it does. It's junked up with most things people don't want or need. Yes, I completely agree. As is a lot of our lives. Simplification sometimes is a very good thing. Gary S., he took win-win-win at 15-1. Worst case scenario is he doesn't win and they change his name to lose for the next race. It's not quite as catchy of a song. All I do is lose, no matter what. Yes, it's me and popular music. Fun, huh? Dustin F., he had the UFC, he had Derek Brunson. And Cody had the Kentucky Derby, played Tacitus to win place and show. Hey, congratulations on cashing your ticket, man. I had the same play. I got Tacitus up for the 3rd place. I think I paid $360 or whatever the hell it paid. Not enough. He had the Dodgers on the money line. He had Oakland first 5 money line. Tampa Bay Baltimore first 5 over. First inning over a half run, right. And holy crap, he said, did Major League Baseball kick my ass? Thank God I got premium plays to back me up. Scott, wow, and a big ass knot on my head. Thanks for real. You're absolutely welcome, Cody. And yeah, we've been doing pretty well as on the premium side with our baseball and our NBA plays. So yeah, thanks for the shout out, brother. Much appreciated, and we'll keep them coming. Mikey Butler, he had Houston in the NBA. He had the Houston money line in MLB. That's a Houston. Roger Houston, we have no problems. And he had Oakland in the money line and the Boston Red Sox on the money line as well. Congratulations, Mike. Congratulations to all you guys. Thanks for being patient as we get through 2 days worth of shout-outs there. As Windows 10, I was able to kick its ass today. So, yeah, take that, Windows 10, you son of a bitch. All right, guys, have a great day. Happy Cinco de Mayo. Try not to get too buzzed. And yeah, save some for the Sace of Mayo there, or Mayo. All right. You guys have a good one. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Good luck to everybody. Take care.